What's up, everybody? Johnson, Athens Ford. Today is a very special day. The car that we're in is very near, dear, and true to my heart. It also sits about 3 feet away from my office every day at work. But we're in a 2016 Ford Mustang GT. This one has the Outlaw. This car is Outlaw number 19 for the store. It's a custom GT. Phase 2 supercharger, putting out about 727 horsepower, 610 foot-pounds of torque, and that's a lot of power. If you watch my Grabber Blue video, you know that the horsepower rating on it was 435 and 400 foot-pounds of torque, so it's definitely got a ton more power than the factory GT system. And again, this one was done here in-house at the dealership, courtesy of Athens Auto Sports. That's our in-house custom team. We've got a full parts performance section. We do upgraded vehicles, cars, trucks, SUVs, basically anything that you want to do, from just wheels and tires or just exhaust. We also do lift kits for trucks and obviously superchargers like we did on this one. Quick shout out to Chris Fagan. He's been taking excellent care of everybody on the supercharger installations, and I stay late at work and that guy stays late at work as well, getting these kits done for customers. So shout out to Chris Fagan, excellent guy. Let him install your supercharger when you come and see us. So again, horsepower on this one, 727. We're in a 6-speed manual base GT with Recaro cloth seats. Hopefully you can see this right here behind me. So it's definitely a form-fitting seat. If you've never sat in a Recaro seat before, it's gonna hug you. It's nice and snug. You can see how the sides kind of come around, and I mean, it's gonna keep you where you need to be, especially going into tight curves or corners in one of these vehicles, especially with the extra horsepower. So again, ton of power. We're in a 6-speed manual. If you have never driven a manual vehicle before, this probably isn't the one to learn on. I mean, it's got a ton of horsepower. It's a fun car to drive. Right now we're just cruising in 5th gear, doing about 45, 50. And like I said, the power potential is there. Courtesy of Roush, it's a R2300 supercharger kit. It's the 2.3 liter. If you watch my Roush Lariat F-150 video, it's basically the same one on there, just upgraded a little bit more, and it has a different tune on it. So that's how you get the extra 57 horsepower out of the Phase 2. So again, with the extra 300 horses, you can definitely feel it throughout the entire power band of the vehicle. That was a 3rd to 4th gear pull, and I mean, we haven't gone over 4,000 RPM. And this car, as I always say, is an excellent daily driver. We're riding on 20-inch wheels. It's a staggered setup front to back, so you're gonna have 255s up front, 20, and 295s. So it's a very, very fat, wide tire in the back. Also in the rear, we're gonna have upgraded Ford Racing axles. So putting that extra horsepower to the rear tires is something that you need to help, obviously, keep more traction, keep the tires on the road if you're putting down another 300 horsepower over the factory setup. I'm sure you can hear the exhaust as well. So that is a Roush axle back system. Not very much drone on the inside. Right now we're in 4th gear, so you can hear it a little bit, but anytime you're in 5th or 6th gear, the drone is very, very minimal, which I know is important when a lot of car enthusiasts are thinking about upgrading their exhaust. You know, a common question is, how's the drone? Is it going to be really noisy on the inside? One of your spouses or significant others may not like, you know, that sound as much as you do. So you can obviously hear the exhaust as we go through the gears. That was another quick 3rd to 4th gear pull. Really nice sound. It's not too overpowering. That's one of the things I like about it, so that way you're not drawing too much attention, but obviously when you go by people, they know that you're in a pretty sweet GT Mustang. So this one, as it sits with the full build, it's body kit, wheels, tires, the upgraded half shafts, exhaust, supercharger, and the window tint, brings the MSRP on it right around 57 grand, which, I mean, if you think about it sticker wise, it's a lot of power. You're getting a lot of car for your money. And another good note is that since this one is brand new, it also qualifies for the incentives from Ford. So that'll help you save a little bit of money, you know, in the parts and labor that you would have potentially put into it, and right up front there. So I believe we're in the month of July right now. Incentives currently sit this car around 52 grand, which again is a lot of car for the money. I mean, where can you buy a 727 horsepower vehicle for 52 grand? with the rest of the upgraded modifications as well, as far as, you know, the exhaust, the wheels, tires, body kit. It's very, very rare to find. And obviously there's a ton of Mustangs on the road, so this one will kind of set yourself differently from the rest. If you look at the outside of it, I call it like the Black Widow, especially if you look at the tires. It almost looks like spider legs, and it definitely has a lethal bite as well, plenty of power. So I would drive this car as my daily driver. Don't know if it would accommodate my car seat in the back very well, but I would definitely have it as a daily driver or even a fun weekend car. So Roush is doing a 3-year, 36,000 warranty on the parts directly from them. Some of those parts include obviously the supercharger kit, upgraded throttle body. It's upgraded NGK spark plug, so you want it to obviously ignite quicker when you're jamming that much air in, with the forced induction kit that it also comes with. It's got an upgraded aluminum intercooler, help keep things nice and cool. Again, if you're jamming air in, air to fuel is how you build power, so that's definitely what you want to have in a vehicle like this to keep it nice and cool. So we're almost back at the dealership here. I appreciate you guys joining in again. Be sure to toss me a like, share, subscribe to my channel. We're going to be doing these vlogs and reviews as much as possible on these vehicles. If you want to see a particular vehicle that I have in my inventory reviewed, just drop me a comment or message me. I'll be glad to take care of it. Once again, I do deliver vehicles nationwide, so be sure to call me, email me, jjohnson@athensford.com. Thanks again for watching, and thanks for getting your ride with JJ.